Good morning, everybody. It's another Sunday morning, and it's 6:45 a.m. As usual, I'm up and everyone else is asleep. So what I usually do, I think I've said this in a couple of my videos. What I usually do on Sunday mornings, because the service starts at 10:30 in my church. Service starts at 10:30 in my church, and we close at about 12:30. That's 7:30. No, the time is 6:45. Service starts at 10:30, and we close at about 12:30, 12:45. So by the time we come back home, everybody's tired. I really don't feel like doing anything. So on Sundays, we don't really eat anything special in my house. We eat rice and stew. So the stew has already been made. I make stew once every 3 to 4 weeks. So there's stew, so I'm just boiling the rice. So when we come back, we just fry plantain and then have lunch. That's if we don't eat out once in a while. Once every red moon, we eat out on Sundays. So as I was just doing this, it was quiet. I was just thinking, it took me back to my childhood. And I just remembered how my mom, who's late now, used to wake up very early in the morning every day. While we are asleep, she'd wake up and, put things together for us when we wake up. And now here I am doing the same thing for my family. And as I thought about that, I also it led me to think of so many other things. And I've said it a few times or many times, I don't know, maybe I'm beginning to sound like a broken record. I thought about how back in Nigeria, I never did any of these things. I never did any of these things. I had a housekeeper who used to come every weekday, 6:30 in the morning to about 5:30 in the evening. She used to come every weekday. Then I had a young girl who was living with us. On Sunday mornings, she would be the one to boil the rice. So my housekeeper used to do all the housework, do all the cooking, or most of the cooking. I hardly cooked when I was in Nigeria, but I'm here, and I'm doing the cooking, and I was just thinking, wow, so I can still remember how to wash rice. Because it's something I didn't do for a very long time. And now I'm doing it so I can still remember. So I can still remember how to cook, because cooking is not something I did often back in Nigeria. And thinking about that also led me to think about a friend of mine who's, trying to make a decision, and she's wondering how she's going to cope once she makes that decision. And I was trying to encourage her to just make the decision because it's something that will be good for her and her family. So she shouldn't worry about how things will turn out. God will help her to, organize herself and her family once the decision is made. And then thinking about that also led me to think about all of you out there following me on social media, my friends, my family, anybody else who may be watching this video. I got thinking that, don't worry. If you have a decision to make, a tough decision you want to make, don't worry about it. Especially if it's something you know you need to do, just go ahead and do it. Don't worry about how it's going to, how do I explain this? Okay, like when we were coming here, I didn't worry myself. So this place is a little bit darker. I didn't worry myself about how I'm going to cope with all the housework, looking after my family and all that, cooking. I didn't worry myself. I just told myself, well, there's really nothing I can do about it. It's something that I need to do, so I'm going to have to do it. And I knew that God was going to help me. So I just positioned my mind, my brain, into thinking that, training my brain into thinking that this is something I can handle. I'm handling it. Yeah, sometimes it gets tough, sometimes it gets overwhelming, but it's not half as bad as it could have been if I hadn't worked on my mind into accepting it and telling myself it was something I could handle. And If there's a decision you need to make and you know it's something you have to do, don't be afraid of how you're going to handle it. Just write it down. You know, I'm an advocate of writing things down. Write it down and tell yourself you're good to go. Tell yourself you can do it. It's something you can do. And when that time comes, you find yourself able to do it. You find yourself receiving all the help. Help will just come. Or you just find that you have the energy or the ability. You're wondering where this energy or ability is coming from. And if you're about to start a business or start a new phase of life and you're wondering how you're going to go about doing it, don't worry about it. Don't worry about making mistakes. It's better you start with mistakes than not to start at all, and then you now live a life of regret. So just start. Just start. Whatever it is you want to do, just start. Don't be afraid of people who will laugh at you. Forget about those people. They're laughing at you. When you think they're laughing at you, but they're indirectly laughing at themselves because they feel uncomfortable and you're bold enough to go after something that means a lot to you. So just go and do it. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. When you make mistakes and realize your mistakes, you correct yourself. And if you want to minimize your mistakes, then get somebody, get a mentor, get a coach, get anybody that's you know will encourage you and inspire you, or that has been where you want to go to, has been there, done that, and is making a success of it. Get that person as a mentor, as a coach, to teach you so you can minimize your mistakes. But whatever way you do it, you will most likely make some mistakes, and don't be afraid of making those mistakes. Just go ahead, make that decision, and just like I think Nike would say, just do it. All right, so just in case you're hearing this voice for the first time or seeing this face for the first time, my name is Ngozi Jason, and I help you work on your mind to live the life you want to live in this lifetime in real time. As again, like this channel, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with every other person you know. Watch a few more videos. This channel is relatively new. I just started it a couple of months ago. It's something that people have been pushing me to do, but I wasn't ready until just a few months ago, and I started it. So I really appreciate you guys to help me, support me to grow this channel. I really want to make an impact in people's lives, especially women like me, especially, women in their 30s to their 50s like me. I want to make an impact on their lives, and that's why I have this channel. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and that's all I have for you today. Remember, mindset matters, perception is everything. Toodaloo.